Hi y'all. So I just wanted to talk about something called multi-apping. So multi-apping would be using more than one delivery app to deliver for at the same time. So I'll just use my experience because I multi-apped with DoorDash and Grubhub. That's actually how I ended up getting fired from DoorDash. At first I was just doing Grubhub, then I tried out DoorDash. And then this is how you get into multi-apping. You're like, say if you maybe have one on, and then you're like not really getting great orders, and then you're like, okay, let me see if there's any on DoorDash. And then it's like you get one on DoorDash that's like, let's just say a good one. Okay, so you do it. Okay, the responsible way, quote, to multi-app in this situation would be, say if you're doing that DoorDash order and you get a Grubhub order, the responsible way would be to ignore it, and wait till you're done with your DoorDash order, decline the Grubhub one. And then after you're done with that one, you can decide, which app that you want to go for next, or like whichever gives you the best offer next, that's the one that you'll take, and that you won't take any other offers while you're on that one, of the other app. So the irresponsible way to do it, which is the way I did it, is say if you're doing that DoorDash order. So let's just say it's at like Chipotle or something. So then while you're at Chipotle, you get a Grubhub offer. That's for Chipotle. And the delivery address is like in the same neighborhood, the same vicinity as your DoorDash order. So you're like, okay, yeah, sure. Like what could go wrong, but there's a lot that could go wrong. That's what I'll talk about. So say if like you were picking up your DoorDash order. So, okay, let's even just say that it wasn't at the same restaurant, but maybe a restaurant that's right next to it. If that first order, the Grubhub order, whichever you're doing first, DoorDash, whatever, if that one was late, to pick up, it's like, so you're waiting for that one, then you have to go to the next restaurant, your other app, pick that one up. That's already going to be picked up late because of your Grubhub one, let's just say. And then I guess you would see which one is closer, which address is closer to drop off to first. But it's like whichever one that you're dropping off second, then it's already going to be like extra late. Even the one you drop off first is going to be a few minutes later than it had to be, depending on how far away your second restaurant is. That just leads to multiple late deliveries. And that was the reason that I got deactivated from DoorDash, because they just said I had too many late deliveries because I was doing them at the same time. It seemed lucrative, it seemed like a good idea and convenient, but it's like, it's really actually so not. Dude, DoorDash has no chill. Like, they have no chill at all. Like, they will be like, violation, violation, violation. And they do get removed like quicker than Grubhub's violations, but they just add up quicker, and then they're just more likely just to like deactivate you if you have like so many. I forget how many it is. Like, I had some for DoorDash. I had some violations, just all for late deliveries. That's all I've ever gotten violations for. So I had some for them. They went away, and then I got more. Then I got deactivated. Okay, in the 3 years actually that I've had Grubhub, I've only gotten one violation ever, and that was only for unassigning a certain amount of orders. You just accept them on accident because it's like the home screen is right there. You might hit accept by accident and be like, oh wait, I don't want to do that. But that's like what unassigning, would be. Or if you're like, you don't want to wait for it or something, which I usually don't do it for that. I just accept them by accident sometimes. Anyways, yeah, in the 3 years I've had Grubhub, I've only had that one, and it already went away anyways. But for DoorDash, I had like, I don't even know how many I had, like throughout the maybe only 1 year that I drove for DoorDash. So anyways, that's a little bit of background on multi-apping and my experience with it. So I was talking to this one driver, and he was saying that he was like talking about potentially multi-apping, and he was like, well, I'm gonna do it like I have one off, and then just drive for one, and then when I decide to drive for the other one, I'll turn the other one off completely, so I won't be tempted. I'm like, okay, well, is that even really considered like multi-apping then? I personally don't think it is. Multi-apping, it's just a recipe for disaster, because one of your orders is going to end up being late, unfortunately. And it's like the customers can see too where you're going. There's ways that you can like kind of, I guess, scheme it for a little bit. Like, say if, the pickup at one is approaching or something, but you want to like say check in at the other one, you can maybe do like a drive-by be like arrived, or like, you know, and pick up the other one. There's different ways, you know, you can get around things, but either way, it doesn't change the fact that one is going to end up likely being late. Not every time, but you know, it's going to happen. And the ones that you accept, that might be like, oh, this one's at the same restaurant, this one's in the same neighborhood for delivery. Like, you'll do those and you'll do them successfully and there'll be no issues. And then you'll get a little bit too like confident, you know, about that. And then you'll start accepting ones that are farther away because you think you can do it and you think you'll be able to, you know, get away with it basically. But it's like, yeah, eventually it will catch up to you. So that's why I would really recommend not multi-apping, you know, or doing it the responsible way. But I just feel like even doing it that way that I said, like having multiple ones on but only doing one at a time, even that is like too tempting. Like, it really is. Like, you'll just get sucked into doing it. You know, if you really have like another one that comes in at the same restaurant, that's, say, even, let's just say in the same exact neighborhood or something, like, can you really resist not taking that? Like, probably not. You know what I mean? But like I said, anything can go wrong that you're not factoring in that. So I would recommend not even doing that. I would say, you know, what this other person called multi-apping, that I don't really think is just doing only like one at a time, like having the other ones completely off, which I've done as well too. Like, say, if I found like DoorDash or Grubhub was more busy in the morning or night, then, you know, I would do, yeah, one or the other. I'm happy, honestly, that I have just Grubhub now. I feel like Grubhub consistently is good orders. I mean, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not, but it's like, I feel like the quality of the offers are better than what DoorDash's were overall. So yeah, I'm happy with Grubhub. Yeah.